What's up, people? It has been a while since I've dropped a commentary on the topic of social justice or political correctness, but recently on Twitter, libertarian Lauren Southern suggested that we have a day on social media called the triggering, where people would post so-called offensive things on social media in defense of free speech. Naturally, this was met with praise and of course an abundance of backlash, but I just want to take this opportunity here to explain why something like this is necessary and why I support it. We are currently living in a time where a keyboard is a person's best weapon. It is difficult to speak your mind or showcase any form of creativity without being put under a microscope, analyzed, refuted, and sometimes basically just driven into submission. The entire notion of being politically correct has gotten way out of hand with examples such as the Charlie Hebdo cartoon, the Killing Joke Batman comics, all the way to Nicole Arbour's Dear Fat People video and everything in between, like sexism and racism in video games and movies. The recent season premiere of South Park showcased just how threatened people feel in regards to simply speaking their minds and being honest with how they feel. Bruce Jenner making the transformation into Caitlyn Jenner earlier this year was a prime focus of this episode, and in the show you see several townsfolk refer to Caitlyn Jenner as stunning, brave, and beautiful, yet none of them ever say it with any honesty or conviction. In fact, they're all only saying it because they're afraid of the backlash they would get by saying otherwise, and this is shown when Kyle bravely decides to speak his mind with open honesty, only to be attacked and pretty much forced to change his opinion. Now, Lauren's idea to have a day called the triggering is not a day meant to purposefully offend other people. It's not a day meant to make racism, sexism, or discrimination okay. It's a day where people will be able to crack a joke, or share an opinion, or create something artistically that may not be politically correct or socially accepted. What politically correct people consistently fail to realize is that there's no laws or rules around political correctness. If they want to be PC, then that's fine and dandy, but for them to go around and try to make each and every other person PC is nothing short of bigoted and wrong. They are encouraging censorship and abolishing our right to free speech in North America. They are forcing people to say and do things that they normally wouldn't want to say or do. Artists are being forced to create comic book characters of different ethnicities and genders. Game developers are under a constant scrutiny regarding whether or not their female characters are showcased in dominant, self-efficient roles or not. Movie directors are under a microscope and being judged harshly on the portrayal of their female characters. It's literally at the point of being ridiculous. Now, the triggering is something that Lauren is starting to spread awareness that we can't and won't let these PC activists control our lives and censor us. We have the right to write stories about a damsel in distress if we want to. We have the right to create characters of whatever gender and ethnicity that we want. We have the right to draw females with tiny waists and huge titties, and we have the right to make jokes about idiots and fat people. PC and SJW people have this idea that if a comic book artist only creates characters of one gender and one ethnicity, that they are racist and sexist, and I'm sorry, but it doesn't mean that at all. They think that showcasing a female in a position of helplessness or in need of rescue is a sign of misogyny, and I'm sorry, but no, it doesn't mean that either. These PC and SJW people have just taken the definitions of racism, sexism, and misogyny, and they've watered them down to the point where if a white guy says hi to another white guy, he's a racist because he didn't say hi to a black guy. And if a man holds a door open for a woman, then he's a misogynistic sexist who thinks a woman is incapable of opening a door on her own. And seriously, this is the type of shit we're getting to, and it has to stop. This is the direction we're going because these keyboard warriors think it's okay to impose their politically correct views onto the entire nation. The bottom line is, we have the right to express ourselves freely, through speech, through various forms of art and media. Censorship is not something that artists take lightly, and Lauren Southern is advocating our rights to do the things that we should normally be able to do without facing a barrage of scrutiny from these overly sensitive people. The triggering is scheduled to take place on March 9th, 2016, which is the day after International Women's Day and the day before Osama bin Laden's birthday. I hope to see all of you expressing yourselves openly and freely, but of course, remain respectful and decent to others. I hope to see some PC and SJW people start to realize that they have to tone down their goals in trying to achieve some sort of perfect society. In closing, I would just like to say that if you get offended by things like a drawing of Muhammad or a plotline about a woman who gets rescued by a man, then you are simply just overly sensitive and you seriously need to just grow a pair of ovaries. You see what I did there? That's it for this video though. Check out Lauren Southern on Twitter and YouTube, and if you like this video, click the thumbs up and subscribe if you're new. I'm Vile Self. Until next time, villains. Later.
Ambush asset down.